In this terrible time of war, we promise you we will never give up our fight to help Ukraine's animals. We and our partners in Poland and Ukraine are working day and night to feed and rescue the animal victims of war. First, some good news. Thanks to your generosity, we raised enough money to buy a second animal ambulance for our partner situated on the Polish-Ukrainian border, Foundation ADA. This will double the number of animals we can save as we work to evacuate animals from Ukraine 24 hours a day. Both ambulances need to be fitted with strong cages that can be piled on top of one another to allow more animals to be fitted in. Each cage costs $224 or £169, and we need 50. If you can donate today, you will help us purchase these cages. Sadly, there is so much bad news. On Saturday, 100 dogs arrived at Fada. Terrified and shaking, some refugee dogs barked uncontrollably, while others were silent, paralyzed with fear. All the animals were desperate for comfort and reassurance, and they were starving.
The dogs have just arrived at Foundation ADA. Everybody's working very quickly to get them off the vehicles. There are multiple vehicles here. Tons of dogs. Very, very scared, very terrified, very cold. We're giving them water as quickly as we can. We want to get them off the vehicles as fast as we can to get them safely and warmly into the centre and start giving them medical care. It's very, very sad. There are so many dogs, puppies, old dogs, small dogs, big dogs. They're absolutely terrified.
The animals in worst condition stayed at Fada for medical attention, while others were taken to shelters. Some had severe injuries, some were disabled dogs, and some showed signs of post-traumatic stress disorder.
So over here we've got quite an amazing story. This mom, with her puppies, about 10 of them, were found living on a military airfield. They were rescued and brought here to Foundation ADA. The mom was so terrified that we had to slowly, very slowly, coax her out of her cage and try and get her inside to her pups. It was very difficult. I've never seen such a scared dog in my life before. And even though she's absolutely terrified, she's letting her baby suckle.
Here is the latest news from some of our other partners. Thanks to your donations, we've so far delivered 3.3 tons or 3,300 kilograms of food to Eco Protection of Starokostyantiv, or EPS, near a military airfield in Khmelnytski, and home to 350 dogs and 76 cats. We've also helped them to build 16 new enclosures so they can save even more dogs. Heavy bombing is taking place. We can't get in any more food right now, but we will find a way. Shelter Golyok is made up of 3 shelters near Dnieper, Nikolaev and Kherson. The shelters are home to hundreds of animals, including dogs, cats and farm animals. We've sent money for supplies and more food is desperately needed. The situation here is extremely dangerous, with heavy shelling and many civilian deaths. Animal Guardian Program operates in the Donbas region. Donbas is occupied by Russian forces, but Anzela Sheveleva refuses to leave the 100 homeless animals she looks after. Fleeing residents are not allowed to take their pets on trains, and so they're leaving them at railroad stations. The animals are starving, and we are sending more food when the fighting ceases. Pleas for help from individuals and shelters in Ukraine are pouring in. We will do our best to help every animal we can, but we need your help to continue our vital work in Ukraine.
These vans behind me left over 20 hours ago. That is how long it's taken them to get into Ukraine and to find animals and to come back. What's happening right now is they're cleaning the cages, they're going to clean the vehicles and get ready to head back again. And they're going to do this over and over again until they get as many animals out of Ukraine as possible to save them from the conflict that is currently happening there.
Every time you donate, you help another desperate animal to be fed and evacuated from the war zone. No animal deserves to die in a war. Please, donate right now and help us save more animal lives.